Hi! Today is, let's see, where am I? There we go. Today is day 9 on fluids, and it's 21 days until the surgery. And today it's been, well, fine. I replaced my morning shake with the milk to try the milk with the chocolate shake, and it works. It wasn't as good, honestly, with the vanilla, because it had a little bit of the proteiny diet shaky taste when it got that cold. Otherwise, I think it's fine. I need to try some more, and I'm like, did I like the vanilla better? But we'll see tomorrow, and I will order some more shakes tomorrow because I only have 5 days left, I calculated. So I need to remedy that kind of urgently. I also tried out some of the samples I have. I only have one left. I had 4 total. So I tried the pear vanilla. It's a type of ice cream very common here in Sweden. That's called päron split. It's a coating of pear with an inner of vanilla ice cream, essentially. But it tasted too much like another type of ice cream that's just an ice that's called piglin, which I can't stand for the life of me, simply because I used to be milk allergic, and those were most common in the 90s as the milk alternative free choice. So you can imagine every birthday party. Just picture that. Every birthday party, every time someone in class had brought ice cream, I had a fucking ice popsicle. And it's not that I'm grateful, it's just that there were other choices, and it's to the degree that I can't eat it more. It's the same with oatmeal. I can't. Rye oatmeal though, right? Like rye meal. Or rye porridge, I guess. That's completely fine because it's another taste and another texture. But oatmeal, it's just like glue. That's the one food I really can't eat. The other one was salted caramel, which was like drinking liquid cola or fudge. It was too much. It was like it was also really sweet, those two. Then I had the banana chocolate, which I was really excited for. But mixing it myself with the banana and the chocolate was way better than this, because it was way too sweet. It was just like iffy. I don't know why. I was really sad. So I have one more left, the toffee, which I'm not that excited for, but we'll see. I could be surprised. I'm still sad that the tastes I'm really curious about isn't available. It's the cappuccino iced coffee, the mango, blueberry and acai, raspberry and white chocolate. Those are the ones that are new that I haven't tried, that I'm just like, maybe I should just order them anyway, and because I want them. I really think the coffee one will fit me, because I usually tend to like coffee shakes. It doesn't really matter which brand. Most of them are fine, especially since you can mix them with, instead of water, you use coffee, which is... I'm also gonna do that tomorrow with the vanilla one, just to try out and see if I do like that, because it would be like, I imagine it would be like a chunky vanilla latte. It might be a great idea. Every trick in the book is acceptable. So for today's little craving, we have specifically Subway's tuna sub, and I think most of all it's the tuna. I really want some tuna. But we were talking about Subway today, and I was like bread and tuna, yes. And mostly because we don't have Subway on the island. We don't have this brand anymore, which is kind of sad, because most students, most people really liked it, so I'm sad that it's gone away. But yeah, I really want some tuna. I'm looking forward to it, because I can actually have that after the surgery, doing my own little tuna salad thing. Looking forward to it. And then we have salami sticks. This is called ölkorv, or beer sausage. It's essentially a salami stick that's very thin and very dried, with various different tastes. That's commonly used as a snack. You can get, instead of just like a cheese platter, you can get chark. I don't know the word in English, but essentially it's like a delicacy plate where you usually get this kind of sausage, cheese, nuts, some fruits if they're trying to be fancy, and some crackers and pretzel sticks and such. And it's very common to eat with beer because it's very nice taste with beer. I don't know, it's the fat, and this I assume is the salt, the protein, and the fat, like all the goodies in combine. Because this type of protein I'm not getting as much of as in the protein shakes. They are mostly, I'm not quite sure what kind of protein it is, because it's a milk protein, so it's a good one, but it's still not the right amount because you're cutting out all of the other milk stuff. So I don't think it's completely wrong of me to mix it with milk, because also I've been way more awake today. I was full longer to the extent that I actually forgot to take one shake today. I'm one shake short and I can't feel it at all. Like, this is the best day so far. So I think that I will add one shake with milk if I can. Also in the evening had a soup with some chicken broth, and that was delicious. So yeah, it's going way better today. I would say the part that's not going as great is that I'm getting like, I wouldn't say it's negative, it's more like cautious. Like, are you sure this is right? Because you're actually misforming your body, and it showed that the person didn't know exactly which type of gastric surgery it was. They thought it was the one where you do a sleeve, you cut out a piece of your stomach, while I'm doing the bypass, and isn't fully educated on how it works, but it's not wrong to be cautious, and I think that's good too, to be cautious and just not going with the yaysayers, because you don't get both sides of the coin, and that's very much how I am. I do the pros and cons essentially for everything I do, so it's nice to have that, but what if this, and how is this gonna work and such. And since I am that way, I'm already planning on how work is gonna work for me. Work. Or that how I'm gonna plan my meals and such. That, for example, I have 1 hour to do my lunch in, but I can take it wherever I want, whenever I want. But I could, for example, instead of having it 1 hour in total, I could do 2 breaks instead, where I can sit down and eat a proper meal, and in between have easy things to snack on, such as salami sticks, avocado, a quick sandwich that I can do by the counter and eat by just standing there, shakes, yogurt drinks, stuff like that, smoothies, easy things with a lot of protein that I can do slowly in the store, like I have, because during this week I haven't had one single lunch break. Essentially, I've gone to the store to buy a shake because I forgot some at home today, and that's the extent I've taken, because otherwise I just stand in the store and sip my drink and just exist in my little floatiness, because it's been like calm days. Otherwise I can always choose to sit down. It's just that I'm too stubborn to sit. For those who don't know, it's mandatory to take a lunch break in Sweden. It's just that it's been too calm that I feel like if I don't have anything to do for 3 parts of the day and I can just eat by the counter, it doesn't really matter. So I think the best option for me after the surgery is that having shakes, adding protein powder to like smoothies and such, having pudding and such, because otherwise if I was gonna sit down and take 20 minutes, it would be a 2-hour long break, and that's not gonna work. it's not plausible at all, because it's simply not. It's 2 hours of just sitting down to eat, and I think it's good to have at least 2 during a workday. And that's assuming I work from like 9 to 7, where I can actually sit and eat in proper peace, and not otherwise have easy meals that I can pick, like snack, essentially. That's at least my plan. We'll see how that goes. So far it's going good, but I'm noticing that during the high season it will be harder to run back, grab a shake and shake it. So I will probably have to have my like a little doggy bag, lunch bag with ready to go stuff. Luckily with these protein shakes that I use, it's just you can let them stand for a bit. It doesn't matter. Some of them becomes really disgusting if they stand too long. These are pretty fine, and I think if they're cool I would have to try it out before, but I think that will be fine. Or I will just have to buy ready-made. They're just more expensive, but afterwards I can always get yogurt and such, and that I know I can have, so I can have by the counter and start sipping while still working. So that's my plan. But it's also like the fear that I had when it started. Like yesterday I was really positive and saying I'm starting to just fall into it, that this is good for me, and that is true. It still feels like this is a good choice for me, because yes, I'm losing weight now, but I'm also kinda torturing myself to do it. It isn't a way to live. This is a tool, it's preparation. I have an end date. If I would do this on my own to lose all this weight, I'm not sure I would be able to. I think I need the surgery as a kind of limiter, but I'm still scared about it, because some of my fears are that what if I don't lose any weight? I've gone through all of this and the surgery, which I'm terrified of, and I still don't lose any. Or what if I lose too much? Because my ideal body weight isn't thin, it's chubby. Like the chubby goth girlfriend. That's what I want. Big TD chubby goth girlfriend. I don't want to be a stick. And that scares me too, that what if I become a stick? Or what if I can't eat hardly anything? What if I become one of those extremely few people that can hardly eat anything? It has to be plain and simple, and just nutrition wise, nothing exciting. Or I don't know, my pain gets worse, like it did for my mum. She got thinner and her pain just got worse, because the body wasn't just handling the pain from the weight, it was handling her chronic pain. What if it does that to me? I don't know. Or what if people around me change? Because I mean, we know that most people say, and I've been told before, don't do the surgery because my friend here or there did this and they're becoming a total asshole now. And I'm like, it's not strange that you change. It's because of course you change both how you look, but I think also a lot that you will change because you don't have to hide. You don't have to hide behind this thick ass body. You don't need to just either try to act out because you're fat, or you have to hide yourself because you're fat. It's either and or. By some reason, either you have to be super funny out there to meet people, or you have gone into silent mode and just being the fat body of the crowd. Of course you change when you get a more confidence, but what if I change too much and I lose all my friends, or they start to act strange against me because I'm not the fatty of the group anymore? Of course, then you could also say those who aren't true friends and you can lose them anyway. Yes, but it still hurts. It doesn't matter. It's like I have very few friends, and those that I have are very close by. So it's scary. And there's a lot of stuff going on in my head, and same with like, what about my hair? Will I start to lose a lot of hair? Some people do, some don't. Will I have to cut my hair short? There's a lot of fears, and especially my hair, because that's the part that I have that makes me feel, well, beautiful in a way. That's the thing that people compliment me on. It's seldom anything else about my face, my clothes. It's the hair that's consistent. And of course, people say that I have really pretty eyes, or I have perfect teeth, or that they like that I'm able to dress in a certain way. Even though I'm as big as I am, I'm dressing not appropriately for my weight, because that is wrong to say to anybody, but well dressed, I guess is the word I'm looking for, or sentence. I'm well dressed, and I always look proper, I guess is what most people tell me, that they're amazed at what I can do with what little I have, essentially. But it's the hair that's for me, because most people want to steal my hair. I have nightmares about my hair, and I could go into that. That's a whole other story, but that would be a very long video. And it's also takes in, and I feel it's gotten a little bit better, but in the beginning, when I got the date, I would be at work and I would be fine, but as soon as I got home, I got extreme anxiety that I had to use meds every day, and sleep meds to fall asleep, because it was that severe with anxiety, fear, and just overall. And I think these videos have helped a little, because I get to vent just out into the air to anyone who wants to listen. And it's still there, and I don't have to use it as much, but sometimes I just feel the heart going like, you're about to be hunted, your prey. So I know that some deep down there's an anxiety attack coming, and I'm trying to think of all the good things that's gonna happen. So I think that maybe tomorrow or something I will start doing a list of things to look forward to when I start losing weight. And as I said before, one of them is a Tivoli. But also talking to a friend, I realized how much it is that I've just avoided because of my weight, and that is really sad when I really thought about it. But that will probably have to be for tomorrow. But yeah, as you can tell by the rambling, I'm much more with it. Milk helped, and that's because the the protein grade or value is really high in milk. So therefore, I think that's why I'm a bit more with it. It's more nutrition in it. So I think I will continue that. I don't know if I will do it every day or if I'm going to do it once a week, because also I don't want to fuck with my stomach too much, since milk allergy has been there and has blossomed up before. So I'm a little bit cautious, but I think it's a good idea. That was heavy. Anyway, I think this will be good enough for today. It's about 20 minutes long, so it's quite a long rambling, but I think you're fine with it. And if you have any questions, or if you're curious about my thoughts or anything, just ask away. I'm open, and if I don't want to answer, I'm not going to answer. Simple. But do feel free to, because then I also feel that somebody's watching. Anywho, that is it for tonight. I'm gonna continue on planning on what proteins to choose, because decision making isn't always my strongest suit. And then I'm also gonna try and read my book a little bit more, because I feel I really need to start reading that. So that is it. Have a good one. Bye bye.